EA has officially announced the yard, revealed a bunch of info about it, even showed some gameplay. I'm gonna break it all down and show everything to you in this video today. And you know what they did? They waited till August to reveal it. You know why? Because we didn't reach our final form yet. Now it's August, final form is here. Now we're ready to talk about the yard. I see what they did and I like it. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, put those bell icons on so you never miss any of these up-to-date videos, especially all the gameplay like today. You don't want to miss out on this stuff. We're almost at 300K. I appreciate all the support. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to break down the yard. You can see the gameplay going in the background now. Now, keep in mind, this is the Madden mobile version of the yard. However, this is very similar to what it's going to look like on console. There's obviously going to be some changes. I'm going to cover a lot of that stuff today. But since Madden Mobile drops in a couple days, they revealed the yard for Madden Mobile today. And during the stream, when they were showing this gameplay and talking about it, they did confirm that it is on console as well. And that the yard is going to kind of live as like one environment, meaning that on mobile and console, your progress is going to carry over to both. So let's say you start playing Madden Mobile this week because you want to try out the yard. Any progress that you make will be there when you play it on console when that launches in a few weeks. So any gear that you earn, any like rep or cred that you earn through advancing through the mode, it'll be there. So if you really want to get a jump on the console version, you can play the mobile version in a couple days when it drops. However, they did say that the versions of the game are a little bit different. There are different experiences. There's different changes and things like that. But in terms of looks, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Obviously, it's going to look a little better on console because it's going to be better quality, probably better frames per second and things like that. It's a little bit more high depth and things of that nature, especially when you consider going over to next generation when the PS5 and things like that drop. It'll look even better than that, but you get a rough idea what it looks like. So here what you're seeing is they're in the first city, which is Miami. Now on mobile, it's a single player experience, but on console, it's going to be multiplayer. I think you'll be able to play it single and multiplayer on console. So that's a big change right there, because if it was just single player, a lot of people wouldn't be nearly as interested in it. But on console, you will get to play. It's 6-on-6 on console. On mobile, you can see it's 5-on-5. And this looks very similar to Madden Arcade from quite a few years ago, if you remember that. I've shown clips of that on the channel when talking about this mode because I felt like it would probably be similar to that. And this pretty much looks like what Madden Arcade was, the mobile version here at least. This is exactly what Madden Arcade looked like. You know, obviously there's some differences, but the way that it plays and functions. Now again, on console it will be 6-on-6. Keep that in mind, it will be multiplayer. So what's going to be shared through the mobile and through the console is the cred that you earn in the game. So that's kind of like your rep. It's like points or things like that. You have like a level that you go up and you earn different things at each level. So if you advance to whatever, level 5, let's say on mobile, and then you go to console, then you're going to already be on level 5. You're also going to earn gear for your players. That's one of the big things they kept like kind of talking about, is you're going to earn different types of gear to customize your player. Whatever you earn on mobile, you'll be able to use that on console and vice versa. However, it did sound like they said that there is exclusive gear that you can only earn either on mobile or on console. Now you can earn it on mobile and use it on console, but there's certain things you won't actually be able to earn on console or earn on mobile. You have to play both versions of the game to earn or unlock like maybe certain special items, and then they can transfer to the other system. So something to keep in mind there. They did mention that the game speed was turned up a lot on this. It was meant to be a lot more fast paced. It's meant to be really like, if you think Superstar KO is like an arcade mode, this is supposed to be way more arcade than any of that. So I would assume that the console version is going to be the same way. Very fast-paced gameplay turned up. Again, they did say that the console experience will be different from mobile. They haven't revealed any of this yet. They'll probably reveal it within the next week to 10 days, I would assume, since we're getting close to the Madden 21 launch. But take this, for example. This is 2 days before Madden Mobile launch, and they've just revealed it. So, you know, they might wait a few days before Madden 21 launches to reveal it. We don't completely know yet, but they did say there'd be different experiences. We already know multiplayer and 6-on-6 is already 2 big changes right there from the mobile version. They did say that at least in the mobile version, there's no special teams, there's no play clock, there's no clock at all. You just play to a certain set amount of points. I would assume the console version will be something similar to that. It's meant to just, like I said, be fast-paced, over the top. There's a lot of special plays. it sounded like they almost wanted to, they didn't say this specifically, but this is kind of the impression I got, is that there are like special plays even inside the yard that you don't even see in the regular game. They talked about a lot of, you're going to see a lot of flea flickers, double passes. There's a lot of laterals. There's a big emphasis on lateraling the ball in this mode. You know, just playing what a backyard style of football would be. Any type of football you've ever played with your friends, where you just try to do crazy plays and crazy things. You're not really trying to play it like you're in the NFL, right? They also said in terms of gear that there was going to be special brands that they were going to, you know, work with. And you see this in NBA 2K. They even had that in NBA Live before it got shelved. You know, you'd see them work with like certain brands, like certain just clothing brands that they could bring that custom gear to the game. So you're going to probably see that in the yard as well. They also said when you score touchdowns, you can go for 1 point or 2 points. 1 point is from the 5, 2 point is from the 10. Again, I don't know if that's going to be changed on console. I would assume those types of things are going to stay pretty much the same. I think the main differences are going to be in how it looks, the fact that it's multiplayer, the fact that it's 6-on-6, and we don't know if it's going to integrate on console with the face of the franchise guy. That's what I was thinking initially, but I'm kind of thinking this might just be its own standalone mode, just how Superstar KO is, where you're going to have your face of the franchise guy, and he's going to live in face of the franchise and regular franchise mode when you get to the NFL. And then the yard, I think, might be a completely separate created player avatar. That's kind of what it sounds like, but again, we don't know that 100%. They did say that there is a story mode integrated into this, so you can play like a single player story mode and earn a lot of things, but on console, again, you can play head to head as well. And they said that the story would like start in Miami, and the goal is you go to different like cities, you go to different states, and then I think you can even go overseas at a certain point, and you're just trying to play in these different parks, very similar to what NBA Live did in their like street mode, parks all over the world and things of that nature. That's going to be in this game. So there is going to be some type of a story mode element. They did say for mobile that you would start as a quarterback in the story. Like there is a little bit of a prologue, but you can switch around positions. Like there's going to be certain parts of the story where you have to play running back, or you have to play wide receiver, you have to play tight end, or whatever the case. But as far as like the 6-on-6, when you go online, I think you can just play any position you want. But you are going to pick a certain type of archetype when you create your player. So if you want to be a predominantly like a wide receiver or predominantly a running back, you're going to pick an archetype and your stats are going to apply to that. But in the story mode, I think you're going to bounce around a little bit. And in the head-to-head, it sounds like you'll be able to bounce around and play different positions as well. But you're going to have like a predominant position that your stats are going to be the best at. Again, they haven't released all the info on it. This is like really the first official stuff that they've shown, so we're just kind of going off and like still assuming a few things here because we don't have all the info yet. They did say there's going to be live events with this as well, which are like challenges, and I think they even said something about these events you can actually upgrade your player through them. It's almost like certain drills or like little challenges you can go through. Again, on console, this could probably be single player and multiplayer, similar to how Ultimate Team challenges are. Of course, again, on the mobile version, it's all just single player though. So just to kind of summarize, wrap it up, this is what it looks like. It's very fast-paced, over the top, no special teams, a lot of trick plays. You can design your avatar. They said when the game drops, there's going to be like a certain loadouts you can choose for your character, and as you earn more gear, you can change it up. They did not 100% confirm if you could use this gear across any game mode. They said I think they said it was an idea that they're like playing with, but it's not official yet. But in terms of the yard, anything you earn can be used between mobile and console. You can change your gear, you can earn all kind of special gear. There's live events, there's a story mode, you're going to go all throughout different cities and things like that. So let me know what you guys think. Looks fun to me. It looks like, again, on console way better because I want to play versus other people. This to me is just a fun thing to play with your buddies. If you ever play NBA 2K in the park, this gives me similar vibes to that. You go play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 in the park in 2K, and it's just fun. It's not as serious, right? I mean, I guess it is serious for a lot of people, but that's what this kind of looks like to me. It's just the fun backyard style game. Kind of has a little NFL Street vibe to it. Kind of has a Madden arcade vibe to it, but just kind of a side thing to do in the game. Not anything like where you have franchise mode, you're trying to build a team. Ultimate Team, you're trying to build a team. This is kind of like just get with your buddies, make your guy look cool, swag him out, and go play some crazy trick play football. So let me know what you think below. As always, I will see you guys next time.